Hello and welcome to the wonderful RSPB St Aidan's. The last time we were at RSPB St Aidan's, me and Pops were here freezing cold in the depths of the winter, and we were here to photograph the wonderful glossy ibis. No glossy ibis today, but stay right through to the end of the video because there's a little surprise in store for you at the end and an absolutely amazing wildlife encounter. So hopefully we're at RSPB St Aidan's today to photograph Black-Necked Grebes, a bird that I've not seen before, yet I've seen lots and lots of posts of them on this RSPB St Aidan's Facebook site. So I'm hoping that we might be able to get some quite nice encounters with a bird that I've never seen before. But RSPB St Aidan's has got lots more to offer. There is various different raptors, there's kestrels. There's actually a kestrel bobbing about just behind me on this old coal excavator. There's a little owl that's just nesting in the back within the grounds of the excavator, and I've managed to get some photographs of that right at the start of this trip. And then there's the water itself, the wetlands itself. We've got reed beds, we've got water, we've got marshlands, we've got open grasslands, lots and lots of different things on offer. So come along for the journey and see what I see. One of the things that I like about St Aidan's is its openness. When you first arrive from the cafe at the top, you just get this stunning vista of the whole of the wetlands area. I don't think there are any hides here at all. I think it's all just open wetlands. So you've got reed beds and then you've got marshes, but it's all open wetlands. So you're free to be able to walk around. I actually think it's probably a really good place if you're somebody who brings a dog with you. We've actually not brought our dogs today. They've been out for a huge walk this morning, so particularly the French bulldog, she was shattered. Oh, have you seen the lapwing, Jen?
Yeah.
That's pretty. I'm going to get some photographs of that. Good to know. We're going to need to be faster than 800th of a second. I absolutely love lapwings. They are, without doubt, aerial acrobats. When I was a kid, I grew up calling them peewits. That's what they were known in our family. That's what my dad called them. Pops called them peewits. So I always thought they were called peewits. I never knew them as lapwings. And of course, the name peewit comes from the sound that they make, because as they're flying and they're displaying in that aerial acrobatic style, all the time they're calling peewit, peewit, peewit.
I didn't know if you were going to do the impression.
I was certainly going to do the impression. You'd be disappointed if I didn't. So yeah, the peewit or the lapwing, absolutely sensational bird, and often overlooked at places like this. They're just taking off behind me now. All the time sparring in midair, which is fantastic to watch. Yeah, and they're often overlooked, but actually they have some of the most stunning coloration on them. They have a little mohawk that sits up at the back of the head, and they've got those iridescent feathers that can often just look like black, but the reality is they've got some stunning coloration throughout those feathers. It's absolutely essential when you come to places like this that you keep your eyes peeled all the time. I know that sounds very obvious, but just walking along then, there was a shoveler duck that flew straight at us. So I was able to lift the camera up, track it, get some shots of it in flight. And that's the reason really why I carry my tripod on my back and don't have, like a lot of photographers do, the tripod on the camera, the camera on the tripod. Because by the time I've put that down on the ground, set the legs out, brought the camera into position, it's long gone. So I much prefer, and I always do it now, to carry the tripod on my back. I'm really only using the tripod for videoing. And then I carry my Nikon Z9 with a 400 2.8 on a Peak Design slider strap. So it's on my hip, ready to raise immediately to get those shots. And I think by doing it in that way, I miss the least amount of shots. Still miss shots. Is that coming towards us? Pigeons. I still miss shots. Usually when I'm talking to this camera, but this definitely increases your chances, my lad. So we've come to the reed bed area, and I've found the target species, which is the Black-Necked Grebe, but they're way over out in the distance. I've got a couple of shots of it, but in all honesty, they're going to be nothing more than record shots because they're little black specks in the distance, and even at 560mm, they're nothing more than black specks. But I've seen them, and that's the main thing. So there's my nemesis, the pochard. I think it's a pochard anyway. We're going to keep moving round, and hopefully one of the grebes might come into a position where they're close enough for us to be able to get a photograph. The reed cover's really heavy here, which is makes it a little bit difficult. Yeah, there's two of the Black-Necked Grebe, but they're way off. Even at 560, they're still just specks, really. We'll keep trying though. Not only did I get the Black-Necked Grebe, but I got the Black-Necked Grebe running across the water. Yes! And at a point where it's reasonably low to the water. I could have got right down there though, couldn't I? Oh, wow! Wow! Target species acquired. So out the corner of my eye there was a Black-Necked Grebe, and it was moving at the same speed as me walking, but this heavy amount of reeds between the footpath and the waterway that it was on. So I just moved upwards to a point where there was a break in the reeds, and then just lay in wait and waited for it to drop into the little bit of water that was in front of me. I've definitely got some photographs of it. just sat on the water, which is what I wanted. But then it took flight. Well, it wasn't so much taking flight, it run across the water. No, it's a female tufty. It run across the water, and I've got some shots of it as it's doing that with the reflection just underneath it, which I think will be, on the back of the camera they look nice. I just hope that they're as nice when I get them onto the computer, because they looked like special shots to me. Oh, I'm really pleased with that, really pleased. So we've got a female great crested grebe, and she's got about 4 chicks on her back. And the male is hunting, and every time he catches a fish he comes over and they share the bounty. But oh my word, is it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. It is just adorable. She's got 4 chicks, and they are adorable. A little bit of fighting amongst the chicks. Well, we're definitely getting a show now. We're in perfect place. So that was really nice. Probably spent best part of half an hour with that great crested grebe pair and their 4 humbugs. I could watch them every day, all day. You know, they're just so beautiful to look at. What was interesting is the male just continuously fishing, continuously catching fish, bringing them back, catching fish and bringing them back. And it seemed to be the same juvenile, the same humbug was jumping off mum and swimming to dad to meet him to get the fish. And I suppose that is just a case of survival of the fittest. If you can be the first there, you're the first one being fed, you're getting bigger and stronger and you've more chance of survival. And then the smaller humbugs that are on mum's back are not being fed as frequently and probably run the risk of underdeveloping and not making it. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much though. They seem to be very, very good parents, and they really were looking after the young, so fingers crossed all four will survive and make it to adulthood. Just seen one of my favourite predators from the UK, and that's the stoat. It ran right across the path in front of us and then bounded down the grass verge. It was in dense undergrowth, so there was no chance of a photograph, but what a wonderful thing to see. It's really been quite an epic afternoon at St Aidan's. Lots and lots to see, some really, really nice opportunities. I think I've probably favoured stills over video today, just because there's been so many opportunities for things that I've not got photographs of before. What on earth is that flying this way? It's a cormorant. It's a cormorant. I thought it were a bittern then. We can hear the bitterns booming all around, and a couple of gentlemen have just passed us and said that they've flown pretty much over the top of where we've just been photographing the great crested grebe, because they asked if that's what we were photographing, and I think I was that focused on the great crested grebe I've not seen the bittern as it flew over the top of us, but we can certainly hear them booming and calling away. Fingers crossed, you never know. So I'm going to bring the video to a close there. What an epic, epic evening I've had at RSPB St Aidan. I forgot what it was called then. At RSPB St Aidan's. It has been remarkable. We've seen a whole plethora of birds that I've not seen before, birds that I have seen before, but I've had better opportunities here to photograph them than I've had before. It really has been first class, and it's nice to be able to walk around and it not be cold in the slightest. You can probably see in the background, I don't know whether you can see it just behind me here, that's oddball. So that's the coal excavator, and this whole area was a coal mine. And it was obviously open cast coal mining, which they've then rewilded, and it's made this wonderful marshland. And I think it's fabulous that they've still got one of the excavators there as a bit of a monument to the coal mining industry that's actually led to this absolutely stunning environment. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. If you've not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. We're very close to 5,000 now, and over half of my viewers, oh wow, there's a little egret that's just landed to the side of me. Over half of my viewers have not subscribed to the channel, so it'd be great if you're not yet a subscriber that you could subscribe to the channel. We've got a Buy Me a Coffee webpage, link will be at the bottom now. Thank you very much to all those people who go out of the way and spend their hard-earned cash in supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, ta-ra!